Hi guys, welcome to Manhood Explained. My name is Camille. Today is 21st of May 2020. Welcome to video number 146. Have you ever thought how's that happening that some of us guys find ourselves running away from home? What happens and why we can see that happening over and over again? This video is gonna be kind of a complementary to what I said yesterday. So just to have kind of idea where I started with this whole watch the video number 145. But there are three reasons why I can see it's so important for us to have something outside, to have a hobby, to see how our workplace is and what is doing it to us, but then what to do to not be this guy who just mentally runs away and we find ourselves more drawn towards our hobby, our workplace, rather than home. So first of all, what you need to have is you have your priorities straight. And this is there's very simple question that will explain to you what's supposed to be more important to you. Because what would be a bigger loss for you? When you're going to lose your business, when you're going to lose your hobby, or you won't be able to do what you like to do, or when you're going to lose your family. If your wife is going to divorce you, or if your kids, in a few years we're going to say, my father was never there, so it's like, I don't really know the guy. Or both. So then what is the more important for you? And for 99% of us, that'll be our families. Because you know that, when your business is going to fail, well, it happens sometimes, hope not, but then you're going to rebuild it. If, you're not going to be able to do your hobby because, I don't know, you lost your hands or, something happened, you'll be able to find something else. But when your family falls apart, nothing makes sense, nothing counts, or, nothing is important anymore. So that's why have your priorities right. And first of all, your family is what's supposed to, be on the top of your priorities. But point number two, and this is exactly what I said yesterday, it is so important for you to have your hobby, to have your workplace, to be able to have something like this, because you learn about so many things about yourself, about the things that, what happens and how life works, basically. And what's even more important is that you can make mistakes. It's easier to learn on the mistakes that not gonna count or not gonna have impact on your family. But when you can make it, let's say in your workplace, if you make a mistake with one of your employees, and something goes wrong, maybe company gonna lose some cash or something, but it's not gonna be like losing your wife and losing your kid. And I'm not saying play with people, but you know what I mean. It's easier to learn about how to be patient when you learn on your martial arts training class on the mat. It's better to learn there and make mistakes there and lose your temper being there and just be kind of pushed down and calm down, because your trainer will say, hey, chill, don't lose your grasp with the reality. It's better to learn your and make mistakes with learning to be patient there rather than in your home. So that's why there's so much you can learn, and there's so much you can bring home from those life lessons that you get in your workplace or doing your hobby, that it's so important, and that's vital to understand. So your priorities, but then to know that it's good to have something you can learn about life outside. But point number three, which is very important, is that you have to first of all be able to share it with your girl. So maybe it's good for her to watch the previous video and this video as well, so she would know that it's not about you running away from home. It's about you having something to learn, to become much bigger man, if you know what I mean, to bring that manhood and this self-confidence to your home, and then be able to provide that at your home. But what you need to understand as a point number three is that if you've got your priorities straight, then you understand that whatever happens, whatever I learn, I'm going to bring that home. So that's why I don't want to live a separate life. I don't want to have something which is not connected to my home. That's why the point number one is your priorities. So that's why whatever you learn, bring it home and share with your wife. Tell her, listen, I don't have to, I don't want to tell you the whole story what happened at my workplace, but what I've learned about, leading my people is that I don't like when they argue. So I think I want to change how I approach our kids. So I want to help them cooperate rather than to compete. Or maybe you've got some different experiences, about how you see world, how you experience things. Maybe you do some creative arts and you learn something profound about yourself. Don't keep it to yourself. If you learn how to help her become part of the world, of your world, but not by just saying stories which have no meaning at all, but telling her the most important lessons that you brought from what you've learned there. She gonna be part of your world, and then it's gonna work both ways. You will learn a lot about yourselves, and then you'll be able to see that you'll be able to share your lives as it's supposed to be, and the best of what you've learned you'll be able to bring home. And she's not going to be only a part of your life, but she's going to be the beneficiary of every best lesson that you understood here. You're going to bring it home, so it'll be much better and much more enjoyable to be with you and build your family. And that's when you'll understand what is the role of it. You're not going to treat it as a separate life. And that's when she's going to respect, and she'll tell you, yeah, let's go, do your thing. Go, spend time with, doing what you like with your hobby or what you're building. Because I can see value in what you bring home as a life lessons. And it helps us build much stronger, much better, much more enjoyable relationship. So have your priorities straight. Know that whatever you have outside is important. And 3, have your priorities straight and bring everything that you learned there to your relationship to make it much stronger. Because this is what I want you to take from this video. You become a man by learning but making mistakes. And your life lessons, it's good to be able to learn them somewhere. And this is the place when you have your hobby, when you've got your workplace. But if you have your priorities straight, you'll be able to use whatever you learned there to build a much stronger relationship. And that's how you prove that you understand what life is all about. So think about it and do something about it, because they're counting on you. If you like this video, comment, share, or just give me a shout what you think about. Maybe you've got some interesting stories about it. If you didn't agree, do the same thing, or DM me. I will be glad to see your point of view on the subject. And then if there's anything you want me to record about, give me a shout. I'll be glad to do it for you. That being said, see you tomorrow.